Gotta love the forest. For all its beauty, it doesn't come without its difficulties. Yes, we are entering the Avalanche Zone. Well, here we are in the Avalanche Zone. Avalanches are nature's own logger, you see. Check this out. See all that timber down? Trees and stuff? Yeah, there it is. And there's the cliff it all comes off of. All that snow there, and the cliff comes ripping down here. It just destroys everything in its path. Those are probably 10, 20-year-old trees. And they just get ripped out by the roots and tossed over the cliff. Yeah, and old growth around here. Nature sees to that. Ah, what a beautiful bridge. Down here amongst all the fallen timber from the avalanches. Down in there, there's some water. And then you look over here on the other side of the bridge and you can see the water. You can see it all out there. It's a beautiful thing. Here's a recent windfall. This is what's called a windfall because it just fell over in the wind. Boy, you get some 2x4s out of that bad boy. Ah. Well, as you can see, just ripped the roots right out of the ground. Well, nature can be very self-destructive, but there's always a plan for it. Look at all that downed wood. Now, there are nobody logs up here. Logging has been completely removed. There's no thinning, no logging, nothing. So, since man isn't here to thin it out, nature does it all on its own. See that? That's this year. Every year they just come up here and cut the trail out with chainsaws so people can get into the trail. Yep, when I cut a tree down, I don't worry too much about it because I could never keep up with nature and the numbers of trees I cut down. Here we are in the avalanche fields. You can see all the trees that are left, how all the branches are gone from one side and they're just all swooshed away. Where are they swooshed away from? This incredible rock face. See the waterfalls coming down the rock face? Oh man, this is just absolutely stunning. This, my friends, is why I live in the mountains. But you can see that nothing, no trees hardly grow in here, just some brush. Because repeatedly all through the winter, avalanches just come rushing down the hillside. And then in the spring, the snowpack along the bottom here turns into ice caves with the creeks running underneath the ice, underneath the snow, and it just melts out a cave, and you can actually walk in them. They ask you not to because every once in a while somebody gets in there and it caves in on them, which is a real danger, so you really have to use some common sense. But this is just amazing. Well, it's still early in the year. None of the caves have actually completely formed yet, but you see each one of these creeks, these waterfalls coming down here. Let me zoom in so you can see them. You gotta take a look at these. You know, you can see these waterfalls and the like along the cliff. Every one of these will go underneath the snowpack. They'll travel under the snowpack and come out down there. Right down there where you see that water coming out. And what happens is it hollows it all out. And you can see all this debris here. That's not the ground. That's rocks and gravel that the snow brought with it off of the mountains up there when all the snow broke loose and came down. It brought all this gravel and broken rock with it, suspended in the snow. This is part of the danger of an avalanche because when that snow's coming on, it's not just snow, it's also all those rocks and debris and stuff. And it'll, you see all these big rocks, like that one right there? That rock there is about, oh, I'd say the size of 2 full-size vans. Some big stuff there.